welcome back to my channel. So today I am excited as always because I just received my Laura Lee Los Angeles new makeup brushes and the makeup bag. I have everything in here ready to go. I'm super excited. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Jackie. If you like the vibe, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as you like to be reminded about my videos. My videos are here for whenever you guys want to come back and watch them. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, so before we get into the brushes and everything, I do want to let you know that in this corner right here, it should be, I will be letting you know the name of the brush and how much the brush is as I'm applying my makeup. I just simply want to save a little bit of time for you guys, that way you guys could see how it's performing, know the price and all that as we're going. But for right now, I am going to let you know how much the bundles are and what comes in the bundles, just because that is a little bit of a different story. But you can purchase these brushes separately, so that's why I want to go ahead and put the name of the brushes and how much they are in this corner for you guys. So to start off with, the new collection has 10 brushes. You have 5 eye brushes and you have 5 face brushes. They do come packed like this, the face brushes. You just take it out of the little plastic, and then it has this little netting to protect the bristles, and you just kind of slide it off, and then there you have it. So I already took off all of these. So again, 5 face brushes, 5 eye brushes. So the bundle that I purchased was the brushes and the bag. So that was all 10 brushes plus the makeup bag with the little Laura Lee Los Angeles symbol for $45. Sorry guys, I wrote it all down. Okay, so giving you a closer look at the brushes. So you have the little Laura Lee Los Angeles logo and name right here. And then you have the name of the brushes down at the bottom, which they're all L and a number. And then you have the nice soft bristles. If you guys have tried the Animata Cosmetics brushes, you guys will love these because they feel very similar, very soft, very luxurious. So up next we have the makeup bag. It is a beautiful like blush rosy pink. It has the logo right here, and the hardware matches the brushes, which is like that rose goldy copper color. She did mention in her video that the inside, and I believe the outside as well, is that material that you can wipe off in case you spill anything. She also said the Nudie Patootie fits in here. She actually showed it in the video. So if you do have the Nudie Patootie, it should fit in here as well. And the makeup bag is $14 by itself. So again, you can purchase everything by itself. So the other bundle that was available was the Nudie Patootie palette, which looks like this. In case you haven't seen it, it is a gorgeous palette. Very neutral, very soft glam vibes. I love it. I love the aesthetic. It is so cute. But it is the Nudie Patootie, the bag, and the 10 brushes for $60. Right now, all the bundles are sold out, and I did see that she let somebody know that in November they are looking to restock. In the meantime, they are looking to do kind of like a, I don't know, whatever it is, like a list thing. I'm assuming so you can either get into the website first, so you can like sign up and try to get into the website before launch day, or maybe like a pre-order or something like that. You can go to lauraleelosangeles.com or go to the Instagram, and they should have more information there and update you guys as things become available and so on and so forth. I do quickly want to mention that, you know, the little insert they send into most packages, she did send one that says that if you sign up for the newsletter, you get 20% off. So if you want to save that little coupon code, I believe you can, and wait for these to come back in stock, or you can shop individually the brushes as well. I believe the L11 is the only one that's sold out, which is like the kabuki one, but the other ones I believe are still available. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and primed my eyes, and now we're going to get into applying the actual makeup. So I'll just chat about the collection and Laura Lee and stuff as I'm applying the makeup. That way it's not so like tutorial-y, because I don't know if I'm going to use every single brush and if I'm going to show you guys every single step. But I will be listing all the products on my face down below, so check it out if you are interested in anything else, or you can always comment and let me know any questions that you have. So the first brush we're going to go into is the L18. It is this brush right here. It is a blending brush, but it's not like a huge blending brush. Now personally, I prefer a little bit of a bigger blending brush, but if you are barely starting with makeup or building your brush collection, or if you have less eyelid space, this is a perfect blending brush for you because you don't really need that big of a brush. Either way, big or small, it's gonna work, it's gonna blend. So for me, yes, I would prefer a bigger one, but it is what it is. It's totally fine. So going in, we're gonna go into the first shade, and this is gonna be our transition color, and I'm just gonna come right in here. So getting into Laura Lee and the collection, you guys, I was kind of like, when I saw that the new launch was gonna be brushes, mainly because of things that she talked about in her video, that were positives, I should say. So Laura Lee in her video went into talking about how she came up with the brushes and how she designed the brushes completely. They weren't, you know, one of the stockpile brushes that you can just kind of slap on your name. And that made me so happy because I feel like many of times when somebody's, you know, adding brushes to their makeup collections and stuff like that, it's never exciting. I feel like it's always felt like an afterthought. And this time, watching her video, hearing her talk about, you know, her designing it and taking the time to create something that's gonna last long, that is good quality. These are vegan and cruelty free as well. And so hearing her talk about all of it with a passion, it just made me excited. And really the only other brand that I can think of that isn't, you know, solely a brush brand is Animal Cosmetics. Like, their brushes are really good, really sturdy. I've washed them so many times and they look like brand new. I absolutely love them too. And these feel like very similar quality. Like the bristles especially, they feel honestly the same. The only difference is the little color, I would say. But that just made me excited. Also, I quickly want to mention that Laura Lee said that she throws her makeup bag into the washer to wash. So just a thought, you could probably pop it inside out and throw it in the washer if you want to. Anyway, you guys, so besides the products and how she was talking about them, I was also excited for her because I feel like for a while now, she was kind of just, I don't know, she just didn't look so happy in her videos, and that kind of sucks to see and say. I'm sure it sucks to feel that way as well. And so I didn't know if it was like everything going on with her sister and all of that. If you guys don't know who Laura Lee is, you can go over to her channel and she talks about all that stuff with her sister and her niece and how they took her niece in and all that. But so I thought it was maybe that, and then I was like, ugh, I don't know, it kind of just turned me away from watching her videos, honestly. And so to see her so happy and so positive, and to hear, because she did talk about how she kind of just wanted to give up on Laura Lee Los Angeles because of all the drama, and she just felt like it had, you know, kind of like a little bit of a bad stigma because of everything that went on with the drama. You guys know, if you don't know, I'm sure you can do a quick search on YouTube and find it out. But so after that, she kind of like, you know, just lost interest in the brand itself and so on and so forth. And so it was nice to see that she didn't give up and that she still wanted to fight for her brand. I feel like that's such a huge fear, that you can have opportunities, but because of some of your choices or, you know, the people you hang out with or deal with or whatever, things just start falling apart. And I'm not saying she's not innocent. I'm not even getting into that debate or anything like that. I'm just simply saying sometimes we put ourselves in certain situations and it kind of sucks, because then if she would have gave up on her brand, we wouldn't be having this beautiful brush set and whatever else is coming, and just kind of turning it around, you know what I mean? So it was just refreshing to see her be honest about almost giving up on the brand and saying, nope, I'm not gonna give up, I'm gonna keep going. And I think I've just been enjoying this side of Laura Lee. Again, if you haven't watched her from the beginning, you might not really understand everything, but I feel like her taking her niece in and having to grow up in those ways, or mature, or when I say grow up, I mean growth. I don't necessarily mean like, oh, she was just an immature kid. I'm just saying like growth and stuff like that. And so when she took in her niece, I think that had a lot to do with it too. Okay, so for the lid, I think I'm gonna quickly go into this one and this one. I just want to say, because sometimes when I type it out, it doesn't make sense. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I finished up the eye look. I didn't add any shadows. I just kind of tweaked little things here and there. But we have to get going. There's more brushes to try out, and I realized I was chatting too much. So I already primed my face, and we're going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I'm just putting it on the back of my hand. And for this, we're gonna use the L11. I felt like this was Laura's most prized possession. I'm sure she loves the full collection, but you know, she said that she worked on this one the longest, and she just wanted to make sure that the way the bristles that were in here were enough to like apply the foundation flawlessly, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna go in with this one. You guys already know how I feel about brushes. I'll probably like it, but it's not gonna like make me forever change and never use a sponge. So going right into the foundation. Whoa, my voice cracked there. And I think I'm just gonna kind of, I will say it feels really nice. Like, dare I say, probably the best foundation brush that I've felt on my skin like this. I feel like usually it feels like it's tugging a lot, or like it's not actually sinking into the skin. And I feel like this actually feels nice. I'm surprised, honestly. You guys, that feels normal. And I was nervous I wasn't going to be able to get into my nose crevices, but it totally did. Okay, so now for my concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and start it off with the brush, but I feel like I'm gonna have to go in with the sponge because I really have deep lines. I feel like I have yet to find a brush that will actually come in and blend my concealer without filling up my lines too much. Okay, you guys, just gave it a little tiny tap with my sponge, but now we're going to go in with the L17. That is this brush right here. It is the tapered powder brush, and I'm just going to take my setting powder. You guys, my voice keeps cracking. What the heck? And we're just going to apply that powder right here. And Laura was saying that she specifically shaped this to fit perfectly under the eye. Okay guys, so now I'm just going through and setting the rest of my face lightly, and then we will move on. Okay, so moving on to the L13. This is another round fluffy brush, again face brush, and this is supposed to be for contour. I don't really contour a lot, but I do bronze, so we're gonna kind of go in and contour bronze here. And I'm just gonna come in here and start blending that out. Okay guys, so I feel like that really, I don't know, did something nice here. It is a little softer than when I used my Alemar Cosmetics brush, but I kind of like it. Again, different looks at different times. I love it. So moving on to the L14, we are going to be applying blush with this one. I believe this one was also for bronzing if you wanted to. I just kind of wanted to use as many of these as possible. So we're going to go in with my favorite blush from Milani Cosmetics, and we're going to load up this brush. I literally will probably edit out every time that I say this, but you guys, it is so, like, the bristles are so soft. They feel so luxurious. So for highlight, I'm going to take my Airspun Loose Highlight, and this is in the shade Glow for Gold. And with this, we're going to apply it with the L15, and this is like the perfect highlighting. I keep wanting to say highlighting blush, foundation blush. It's a brush. Anyway, you guys, going right in, I'm going to kind of dip it in at an angle a little bit. Tap off the excess, and you guys know that I love my big fluffy brush. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I set my makeup, and now we're gonna go ahead and just finish the under eye. So now we're going in with the L19. It is a pinch, almost flat brush, but still a little fluffy. And I'm just gonna take that strip color again, and we're gonna just blend that out on the bottom waterline. If your eyes are sensitive, like on the bottom waterline, you're gonna love how soft these feel. With that same brush, going into Nakey Nakey and putting that kind of just on the outer corner and then lightly blending. And now for inner corner highlight, we are gonna go in with the brush L16. Now, I love this brush because I actually have another brush, very similar filling. It is a little bit longer and a little bit more tapered, but I love that brush for my inner corner highlight. I don't know what it is about the brush. I don't know if it's like the amount of bristles that are in here, but it just applies my inner corner highlight like perfectly every time. I love that brush, but this one is a little bit less tapered, so you could totally use it under the eye to smoke out, things like that. So today I'm going to use it for my inner corner highlight. And I'm just taking some of the highlight I used and popping that right in here. Just like that. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I applied the rest of my makeup. I don't know what's going on with this lighting. It's kind of getting irritating, but I'm just going to go ahead and close off the video. So, lip concoction, I feel like I don't even need to say this, but the Edamad Cosmetics Go Get the Lip Liner. And then I have the Lunar Beauty Daydream Liquid Lip. And you guys, I actually forgot I had some of these. They're kind of like in my drawer. My drawers are kind of crazy, so yeah, some makeup gets lost. Okay, you guys, so as for Laura Lee's new brush collection, I didn't use one brush, and that was the L20. And this is the eyeliner brush, or like very minimal detail brush, in case you need it. I really didn't want to go in with eyeliner, so I only applied the magnetic liner just to apply the lashes for you guys. But yeah, I wasn't feeling liner today, you guys. So I didn't use this brush. I feel like it looks like a perfectly fine eyeliner brush. But anyway, as for the other 9 that I did use, you guys, this L11 brush, I cannot believe that I actually don't mind the way my foundation looks. I feel like this is the very first foundation brush that I use that I'm like, I like the way that it looks. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or any kind of anything. It feels exactly the way it feels when I use my Makeup Geek sponge that I absolutely love, or my Blendiful or something like that. So for me, I am like in total shock that I even like this brush, and that this was probably, I think it was my favorite brush because of the experience that it gave me, and not being able to find a foundation brush that I actually like. Like, I would actually use this. Like, I like it. I'm just in total shock. Also, you guys, I quickly want to mention that Laura mentioned, you know, with COVID going on and everything like that, a lot of her launches and stuff got pushed just like everybody else, but she actually started her own distribution center, and let me just say that I'm so glad she did. I want to exaggerate and say 5 minutes, but I think it was maybe a little bit more than that. But between 5 and 10 minutes, my order had already shipped, and I say shipped because we all know that that means that it's packed and scanned and like ready to for pickup. But it was shipped so fast. I ordered, what was it, launch day, 10 minutes before launch time. I ordered, and my order was already ready to come to me before it even was launch time technically. And I was just like, yes, we all need to get our own distribution centers because that works a heck of a lot faster. Anyway, you guys, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Adios!